good, we good. Alright, gon' say this shit once, won't say it again. I am not one of your little bitty friends. We are not close, we are not kin. Grabbing the bag with a smile and a grin. I am a great, I am a god. Pearl out my shit when I'm rolling my guards. Got me some bullets that show no regard. Fall back on my brothers when times get hard. I am a true. Yo, it's Mo Henderson. Mo Guap Henderson. Something. I don't know. It's me. But yeah. So it's been a while since not a while. It's probably been about a week, maybe two, since I did my last video. Today I'm gonna try to make this one quick, I guess. Today I just kind of want to talk about, just letting stuff go, because I recently had some stuff that I had to deal with that I'm working on letting go. That's for a whole nother video or whatever. But I just I guess I had another example just to kind of illustrate how letting certain things go in the past is necessary in order for you to evolve and to mature and to grow and to really fully receive all of your blessings. I used to have a best friend. We're no longer as close as we were, but we're still cordial. We're still keeping contact. But I had a best friend, and she had it was a girl at the time. He's a trans guy now. He's a guy now. But at the time, he was dating this girl. We ended up having a fall, and me and the girlfriend really kicked it off. We were really cool. We were really, especially around that time, because I was really kind of searching for more masculine aligned friends, and so that we really vibed on that tip. And he's actually he's actually what kind of started to help kickstart me into starting my transition, because I was kind of saying like, hey, if he can do it, then I can too. But anyway, so had this best friend. We ended up having a falling out some years ago, and we stopped talking. And even in us stopping talking, does that make sense? Even with us not talking anymore, I kind of felt sad that I was no longer, not sad, maybe more so disappointed. Disappointed that I was no longer in contact with the girlfriend or whatever. Because like I said, we really hit it off. We really kind of had a bromance. It was good. It was cool. So, and I never knew. Now, naturally, we stopped talking because, again, if you get into it, or your girlfriend gets into it, or your spouse, or whatever, naturally, you gotta have the united home front. So I understand you gonna go with your girl. That's what you technically you're supposed to do. If you don't, then I might have to worry about where your loyalty lies. So I get it. So I didn't take no offense to it. And like a year or so after I started coming back around, I would come over every so often, and I didn't do it a lot, but the vibe was still cool. It wasn't what it was, but it was still cool. So, but you know, life kind of got in the way or whatever. I stopped going out there. But last year, I used to do like a lot of get-togethers and stuff. Or I like to do a lot of get-togethers, period. I like to have my family. I got a big family. I like to have them come out. I like to invite friends over. We grill, you know, swim, all that kind of stuff. So I ended up inviting them out. And the first time they were on their way, they were supposed to come. They ended up not coming. And but she said that they were, I forgot what had come up, but they didn't come. And then so the next time I invited them, and she was saying, you know, now he's all of a sudden acting like as if it's an issue or whatever, or like he doesn't want to come, or like he has an issue with you. And to my knowledge, I'm like, you know, I don't really understand what's going on, or what the issue could be. And so I didn't really stress too much about it. But in my mind, I'm kind of thinking, especially since after the fallout, you never know what people can say out of anger or whatever have you. So I don't know what their conversations were. So I don't know what she might have told him in the interim, or whatever have you. I don't know what he's thinking or what could be his issue. So now I guess he has whatever issue with me. I don't even know. So, but I didn't so much worry about it. So, I kind of keep up with him on social media every now and then, especially just seeing his journey, just seeing, because I'm at a place in my life where I don't have any beef with anybody. And if anybody has beef with me, that's your issue, that's your problem. That's something that you got to work out, because I ain't got no ill will, no malice towards anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even for people who I feel like I should, I'm working on slowly letting that go. And by that, that's really only one person, but that's for another day. So yeah, anybody who has an issue, that's on them. That's not on me. I'm at a point in my life where I just want to exude positivity and love, and I really, really enjoy seeing people win. Or I don't have anything, even if I previously had some kind of issue or beef with you, to me it's squashed to the point like what difference do it make? It don't matter, because my life is great, so I'm good. I want everybody else to be good, you know what I'm saying? And if I have that much malice towards you or whatever have you, then if that's the case, then I just don't need to entertain myself with you at all. So, that's where I'm at in my life. But I don't have those strong hatred feelings towards anybody. So, anyway, so knew he had an issue with me, and I reached out to him because me and my best friend in the works of this project, and he's doing the same thing. And so I reached out to him. For one, I wanted to see what his reaction would be, because he's a person who states that he's so evolved, and he's grown, and he's happy, he's at peace, and all these things, and he tries to spread all this positivity. Great, cool, I'm for that. And then two, well, I guess, two, I really wanted to know, the ins and out, or was I missing something, or whatever. How do you go about using different platforms to launch this project that we're trying to do? So I messaged him. I was like, hey, me and my best friend got this going, da 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 da, and I've been seeing you doing your thing. It's a good listen, da da da. Could you just let me know what tools or what apps or whatever have you that you do use, and how do you go about uploading and doing different platforms? I know what to do with music, but as far as this arena goes, I'm not well versed, so I just need some help. So he sends me back a screenshot with everything else blurred out except for the app that he uses to conduct his business or whatever. And at first I thought I was tripping. I checked with my best friend and my girl, and they were like, no, that doesn't really seem like that you're tripping, because it's kind of like if he's gonna send a screenshot, then it's kind of like he's not sending any instructions with it or what have you. And I'm not saying that I need somebody to hold my hand, but some kind of instruction would be nice. So so I just left it at that, and I was like, all right, bet, cool, like, thanks. And then he sent the 100 emoji. Cool, that's cool. Now, granted, I sensed some salt in that conversation, and normally I like to doubt myself. I'm like, is that geared towards me? Is that really what I'm thinking it is? But I'm starting to learn how to trust myself more, and just trust my instincts and trust my intuition, and a vibe when you feel it, and most of the time you're not wrong. So, and I know for me, 99.9% of the time I'm not wrong. So anyway, so that, it was what it was. I ended up looking on his snaps later, because I subscribed to him. And again, this is, as far as in my mind, I'm thinking it's not nothing but love. But for me, it's not coming from an ill place. Like, when I'm watching you, like, I'm proud of you. I see you doing your thing. Like, I'm like, damn, like, I kind of look up to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the facial hair going, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to reach out on some collab shit. Because to me, it's no point in us beefing when we don't even have to. So, whatever have you. So I went and looked at his snaps, and he was like, there's apparently some people who still keep up with me, and when you thought somebody fucked with you and they really don't, and da 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 da, and karma's gonna get you, and da 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 da, just keep watching. Da, da, da. And I had to laugh. I'm like, what? And at first I'm thinking, this ain't direct towards me. But I'm like, nah, it got it. Like, again, like, when you feel a vibe. So ran it by my best friend and my girl again. They're like, nah, that's pretty much sounded like it is towards you. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't one of those instances where, if you read a post or something, or you see something that, or even when somebody says something and you feel convicted because you've either done that thing before, or even if pretty much, people know when they've done something wrong. When you've done something wrong, you're like, damn, like, I did do that, or, ooh, I did, ooh, you know what you did. You know what I'm saying? You feel convicted. It wasn't a sense of me feeling convicted. I just knew it was directed towards me, and I know whatever he's thinking that went on didn't happen. So in his mind, he has whatever misconstrued information, and so he's going off of that. But even more so, and this is another, I'm getting off track, my bad. This is another fact of, I know I didn't do anything wrong, because he's sitting over here talking about, karma's finna get me, and da 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 da. And when I tell you, I have never been this happy in my life, ever. I never imagined in a million years I would be this happy. I found the love of my life, who was right under my nose. I love myself. I don't have no more titties. I am good. So it's kind of like, baby, if karma coming for me, then that bitch been real good to me. So I don't know what karma you fucking with, but this bitch fucks with me heavy. So I don't understand what your beef is, but more so my thought process was also, he's still hanging on to stuff that's so old. You're not even with this girl no more, that you holding on to whatever you feel like I did to you. Point is, you're not even with her no more. You in a whole nother state. You got a whole new life. Why are you still hanging on to old ass beef? And I guess that's the point of this video. And I had to learn this for myself. A lot of past transgressions, a lot of past things, whether somebody did it or not. Point is, because I didn't do anything to him, but in his mind, he thinks I did something to him. And you're still holding on to that anger. You're still holding on to that resentment, that bitterness. That's still something that you're harboring within your heart. Because if you really didn't give a fuck, you let that shit go. There have been a lot of people who have done stuff to me. There have been close friends who have done stuff to me. I'm close friends with 2 of my ex-girlfriends. And during those relationships, we had some transgressions, but I'm over it. The grudge is gone. Those are some of my closest friends, and they come through for me. They do anything for me because we've been able to talk and move past that. It's old. It's done. And my thing is, there's no way in the world that you are receiving all the blessings that you are supposed to receive from Elohim, from God. There's no way in the world you're receiving all your blessings. You're still harboring on to that hate and that anger and that whatever negative feeling that you have. In order to receive everything that is supposed to be for you and be bestowed upon you, in order to receive it with an open heart, you have to let all of that negativity go. Bleed out positivity. That's what it's all about. So my thing is, and I'm not gonna say fake, because you gotta fake it till you make it, speak into existence, all these things. And it's not to say that he's not aiming or doesn't lead a path of enlightenment or evolution. But you're still not as far along as you think you are if you still holding on to some old ass shit that didn't even happen, player. And you wasting your time trying to address something, or in your mind you think it's one thing when it's really not. When at the end of the day, you could be a man, you could talk to me about it. If you have an issue, you could be like, hey, I feel like this, and this happened. This is why I don't fuck with you. And if that's the thing, that's the case, you should have told me that. You shouldn't have given me anything, any help. You should have been like, why I don't fuck with you, this. And then I could have had the chance to combat that. We could have had a conversation. But instead of coming to me like a man, you want to run behind and do all this other kind of shit. And that's cool, that's you. But the biggest message, and like I said, behind this, the biggest message is, in order to receive all of your blessings, you've got to let all those past things go. People are going to do you wrong. People are not perfect. People are going to mess up. They will disappoint you. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to let all that go, especially if it's old, especially if the people that you mad behind it by are not even in your life anymore. And so, but yeah, so I just say that, and that's a message to anybody. If you're holding on to anything that's old, any kind of grudge, anything, work on letting that go. Work on letting that anger and that negativity go, because at the end of the day, it's only holding you back. Because guarantee you, he still has the grudge, and where am I? Grudge free, without any titties, chilling. You know what I'm saying? With my daughter and the love of my life and my family who's surrounded by me, who love me dearly. So at the end of the day, and that's not to say that he's losing and I'm winning. No, we can both win. But you know what I'm saying? Get your shit together, man. But yeah, so this was just I don't know if this video is short or not, but this is just a little something. I just kind of wanted to drop that knowledge on you guys. Try to get you another video coming soon. Go ahead and follow my IG if you have not. Go ahead and also subscribe if you have not done already. And I'll be seeing you guys soon. All right.
I am a truth, I am a light. Salt on my name, but I know that it's spite. Blocking your number, so send me a kite with my nigga PG and he pouring a Sprite. I might just take me a sip and just lean. Cop me some hoes and then build me a team. Black and white mix, call it cookies and cream. It's a new order, the guapa regime. I am the shit, I do not miss. Mad at your bitch cause she all on my dick.